imagine going kind of basically tuning in to perhaps a really entertaining night. You go ahead, grab yourself a soda, go ahead and sit back and relax, and also try to avoid a good night. Well, try to avoid something horrible. And also, pretty much also a good friend of yours basically went ahead and also is possibly having is expecting to get something big to happen as well. So you're waiting for the results of that to happen while you go ahead and you watch your thing yourself. And then chaos ensues. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what basically has happened to me. Not like just today, believe it or not. And the reason why I'm actually went ahead and recording this video is simple. Because what I find out is something that I'm really just pretty much frustrated that basically had happened. So I had to go in and spend half the evening going and fixing up that. So, yeah. Now, first things first, I'm pretty sure some of you guys are aware about Wattpad, right? You're pretty much it's pretty much just something that, well, everyone pretty much is kind of aware about. It's a very popular site basically that pretty much promotes writing and all that stuff. Well, I think once upon a time, actually, believe it or not, once upon a time, pretty much before I even hit 100 subscribers, I believe it or not actually did have a Wattpad account. I was very active on it, and believe it or not, I was somewhat decently chill. I usually try to go and basically kind of really talk with people, and all that stuff. Also, if you guys don't mind pretty much any of the anything pretty much is used or something or some stuff like that, because right now at this point I'm really just tired. I just need to basically just go and do something. Anyways, so at the time basically I'm going ahead. I'm pretty much was recording this. It pretty much is night 1 of WrestleMania, and WrestleMania is pretty much also a big thing as well. While albeit WrestleMania really has a minor part to the story, it's just the fact that really it's pretty much like I said, it's WrestleMania, so it's a big event, so I didn't want to basically go and really miss out on anything. So with that going basically now being said, I basically went ahead and I was pretty much going tuning into that. Plus, a good friend of mine was basically having something big come up, so I was going ahead and I was kind of staying, but kind of was there for him just to go ahead and see the results, that type of thing. Well, anyways, back to the pretty much the whole Wattpad thing. I went and I basically was kind of watching WrestleMania. I think it was about I forgot basically what about it was. I think it was basically Becky Lynch taking on Bianca Belair. And I went ahead and I basically do get a DM. And that DM was from pretty much my former friend Gabs. Now, keep in mind, if those of you who are unaware who the hell Gabs is, I may have probably have talked about her a bit on the channel, but basically, she was a former friend of mine that I pretty much used to know well, used to be good friends with. But yeah, we basically kind of went ahead and we had a falling out over a lot of things, so we don't really talk anymore. So I go ahead and I come in and I go ahead and I basically find out, and I get a DM that says, "Dude, WTF is wrong with you?" And she goes on pretty much a solid rant that I basically go ahead and I legit realized, wait a second, hold on. Now, now pretty much with that whole rant, we went ahead and we pretty much went ahead and we found out that, well, there was something that pretty much was up. What happened was something really simple. When I found out that pretty much my Wattpad account was something that I had not logged into in a couple of months, got pretty much, you can say, kind of go ahead and got compromised. I could say improvised, but then again, it's not the best term for the whole thing. But still. So ultimately, I go ahead and I basically go ahead and go ahead and do a quick pretty much, reanalyzation. And I realized, wait a second, this pretty much was something that, this was a Wattpad situation. So, this is something I actually do remember when I do remember writing. And it was something that pretty much I was upset over. Naturally, I did grow out of it. Albeit it did take a couple of months. So, anyways, naturally, I went ahead and I grew out of it. And I kind of really went ahead and I kind of just came to a point of just, yeah, I don't care. Like, I never really, I went ahead and I was taking pretty much, I think, less because one, I needed to mature. Two, at this point, literally, in the position I am, I'm pretty much at the point that literally anything I do, I'll get criticized for. If I went ahead and I wrote, I don't know, let's just say, an article about, like, I went ahead and wrote something for OFN, that would get criticized. If I went ahead and I pretty much wrote something for pretty much anything that I can think of here, I'm pretty sure I legit got improv. I went ahead and I legit went ahead and was like, I legit get heavily criticized. Overall, bottom line, just anything I do, pretty much, I'm gonna go ahead and get heavily criticized for it. This, of course, being no exception. I'm pretty sure, literally, if they went ahead and they found, I don't know, let's just say, like someone that actually is in the wrong with this whole thing, and they were active on the whole part. But they were like really loves. They would have gone ahead and done it, which is kind of sad. But with me, oh, if Chaostopia does something wrong, Chaostopia must get canceled. It's become honestly annoying. It's become really huge cancer. With this, we go ahead and becoming have a huge cancer. I just basically learned to go and basically deal with it because one, it's kind of basically it is what it is. It's basically if that's pretty much what pretty much my career has to go and has to transpire to, then yeah, I don't care. Anyways, I go ahead, I get the DM, and I go and I pretty much find out that pretty much of a dude, what the hell is wrong with you? What the hell? All this stuff. Basically, she was on a freaking rant. And of course, and for me, I went ahead and I pretty much went ahead and I responded with a more natural, with a kind of a weird thing of just, wait, what the hell are you talking about? Like, think about, I go ahead and I pretty much was like, hey yo, why are you yelling at me? What the hell did I do? And then, and she posted something with the link, and then I didn't take a set, I took a, pretty much a, it didn't take a second for me to click to realize, wait a second, that's a Wattpad link to something, to one of my books. What the hell? So yeah, naturally, that whole thing went ahead and pretty much had to happen. And of course, I went ahead and I pretty much just kind of responded into a, all, dude, what the, I was thinking, all, what the fuck. Now, of course, albeit something that I basically don't use, that I basically have and I always will do is that I don't show DMs, especially my ones for sure, unless pretty much it was something like it was really needed to go ahead and really be covered, i.e. if it was like the error file, something like that. Which, by the way, as the time of basically I'm making this, I'm still going ahead and I'm still taking pretty much the time to just kind of figure out what the hell to do, because it's a big topic that I think I basically didn't even put I put a scratch into, not even a full scratch, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, I go ahead and I see. Wait a second. It pretty much is my account. So of course, I go and I realize this, and I respond with just, wait, is that a Wattpad account? Like, I ask, is that Wattpad? And like, do you have it? So basically, at least, so basically, at least no. While she didn't, she did say no, she didn't have a Wattpad account or anything, which I probably would have expected, because something would have told me basically to go ahead and basically check Wattpad if something stupid went and happened, which it probably was. I don't know. Anyways, I go ahead and I find out that someone had pretty much had been on my account, albeit in a more of a different manner. It was pretty much, I was trying to go ahead and actually was trying to figure out, wait, what? So I was asking, alright, you want me to basically go ahead, can I please, am I allowed to VC that I can clear this up? Ultimately, she said no, because she just said, you're weird. Yeah, how am I weird if it's something I grew out of? Yeah, you could call the old me weird. Yeah, for sure. I do think, to this day, that my old ass, from like the 2020, from 2020 to 2021, was weird. I will admit, I was a good football player, and I never really got the chance to really go ahead and pretty much make my moves. I still pretty much went ahead and I had to be, I still had to go and basically be like, okay, what the hell? So, if we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make a long story short, I go ahead, decide to hop into ACFL VC. Like, basically the whole thing. And people were just like, chaos, what the fuck is this? What's this shit? Like, really trying to go and basically kind of get on, really getting on my ass. But needless to say, I went ahead and I basically found out that that whole thing was pretty much an obvious pretty much the verification is basically one, the account got improvised. Like, keep in mind, I never really logged into that account like in recent months, because one, I really saw a purpose to, and just Wattpad, I was relying less and less on it to go ahead and use it for my stress and and kind of like my anxiety, but still. Eventually, I go ahead and I was able to actually get access to the account, and there was a lot of cleaning I had to do, just to put it lightly. But anyways, the long story short, I was able to go ahead and get stuff actually fixed, and pretty much the account is at the time I am going in and pretty much am making this. That pretty much that the account's pretty much is at the normal part. So now basically we went ahead and we had to figure out stuff. There is officially a bunch of questions that I have to figure out, and a lot of things that I gotta think. So, of course, first things first on my checklist, what the hell am I gonna do pretty much with that account now? Because now I figure that it's compromised. Well, I'm not sure basically about it. Ultimately, I'm, at at this point, the best option is of course is pretty much to delete it and just go ahead and Thanos snap it, all that type of stuff. Like, overall, that was pretty much plan. That was pretty much the first idea when I thought up of, because one, it makes the most logical sense, and pretty much I have to worry about going ahead and basically that account going and coming back ever again. But with it there comes a part with the problem. Pretty much with that account, I went ahead and I pretty much made some somewhat okay books that if I went and deleted, if the account deleted, they would get deleted alongside too, and of course, people would basically be frustrated. I doubt actually but when I still do, I think about this, I do thought that they actually would, because at this point, it's sad as hell. But yeah, that's really just overall. There's a lot of things I have to basically go ahead and think up of. Yeah, I went ahead and pretty much went ahead and needed to make this video, and today's video was go ahead and basically covering that because no, this went ahead and cost me a lot of WrestleMania, and yeah. Although I did go ahead and get to see pretty much the SmackDown Championship being fought, it really didn't go and really felt right. If you understand what I'm saying. Because one, it's people, and they're just gonna just do whatever. It is what it is. I generally just kind of didn't. I really just kind of went ahead. I pretty much really go ahead. I don't care, but it is what it is, and yeah. So now basically we've gotten legit that first part of the way. I do actually want to thank those that went ahead and actually were able to figure out that the account was compromised, because that went ahead and it had some stuff, pretty much some stuff in it that pretty much shouldn't basically have happened. Or basically some stuff that when I've talked about before I left that I'll bet no one would take me serious on. So yeah. Anyways, am I disappointed that basically that the thing happened? Absolutely. I am very frustrated. That one, this cost me the pretty much freaking WrestleMania. And two, well, I am also kind of happy that pretty much that at least I was able to get it happening so I can actually get the account back, I guess. But yeah, at least we were able to figure out what the hell we want to do. So I'm just happy that basically that's sorting it out. Now that's pretty much that's gonna be basically really it for today's video, because I'm just kind of frustrated still that pretty much I still have to worry about that account. But I'll probably come up with a verdict to the whole thing soon. Soon, I believe. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's just today's little thing. Anyways, this was kind of a big while to go and really explain, because I need to go and basically clear this up. And honestly, I know I wasn't basically in my first reaction to this. I was obviously pissed off, as mad as fuck, but ultimately, you do need to basically calm down so you can better explain the situation. Which, by the way, which was really helpful for me. So, at least that was pretty much it. But yeah, I think that was really just it for pretty much that entire thing. I'm not gonna really go out and actually promote any of the social links. You guys can go and check them out down below, and hopefully that shit don't happen again. And maybe I could rest in peace. Hey, oh, it's just a light person. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today, and yeah, nothing else to really do. But see you guys next time for the next video, because this next one I do have planned. But yeah, anyways, peace.